Hey family, what's going on? It's Anna Ortiz-Aragon. I'm the CEO and founder of Declutter with Anna. And I wanted to pop on this morning because last night I was talking to two of my girlfriends, business owners, and I had these major money downloads that I wanted to share with y'all this morning. And so on the way to Kovo, this is where I like to work, Kovo STL. My husband likes to go to what is it called? T-Rex. Okay, so on the way over here, we were listening to the music, I had my playlist on, right? And the song that came on while I was like processing all of these money just received was T.I. Okay, and T.I. is one of my favorite rappers, and his song Big Shit Poppin', Little Shit Stoppin' is real. So I thought about it and I was like, okay, Anna, you got all this big shit popping right now. You have your mastermind, you have your membership, you're feeling clearer than ever. The downloads are coming through. You're getting such wonderful feedback from your members and clients, you know? And this is what I've been working for a couple of years. I've refined my business multiple times. And I feel like now it's just clearer than ever. But I'm letting this little shit stop me, right? And the little shit that I'm talking about is like money fears. Okay, so the topic of this video, I'm gonna go for like 5 minutes, is money mindset and how you can really block yourself and how deep it is. Like a lot of the times, we learn how to deal with money through our parents, our grandparents, even further back if you had them around growing up. We learn it from our culture. For example, I am Peruvian, and in Peru, it's very much like a hustle, survive type of environment. Like my dad was always like, time is money. You always got to work. Work is hard. And basically stay in school as long as you can. And so I grew up with this mindset of like, damn, like work is hard, life is hard, and getting money is hard, which really set me up to not know my worth. Okay. And if you don't know your worth, you're not going to be paid properly, right? Okay, so going back before I started my business, when you start your business, you can set your own prices, dude. But when you're in that journey, you can change your prices like 50 times and you're like, I don't know, are people gonna like it? Are they gonna like catch my fishing line? Like, so you can be moving and changing your prices all the time, but that is a reflection of your insecurity, okay? Just like clutter is a direct reflection of what's going on inside of you, your relationship to money is a direct reflection of your worth, period, okay? So before I was an entrepreneur, and now I feel like I am like 85% through my money blocks, which I'm super pumped about. I was a teacher. Okay, so I worked at a nonprofit and then I went into teaching, and they were like, oh, we don't have the money. We don't have the budget. There is no room for negotiation. Like you get $12 an hour and that's take it or leave it. And I was like, oh snap. So my first time leaving college, which was like hella money every single year, thousands and thousands of dollars, to get into the workforce and be told that there's no room for me, there's no money for me, that my work isn't valuable. And I strongly believe, like as someone who's done so much social work, I worked in juvenile detention, lots of alternative schools, basically the schools where all the kids got kicked out of for behavioral issues. It was basically all boys, basically all people of color. And it was intense, but I loved it. And I was like, yo, I'm like the best teacher on the campus. These kids love me. I'm changing lives every fucking day. I am worth more than their seat in juvie. I'm worth more than this $12 an hour. I'm worth more than this shitty lunch food that we're giving them, you know, this horrible campus. Like they are worth more than that. And I strongly believe that if we were paying our teachers and social workers more, and even our first responders for that matter, the world would be a completely different place. And so, you know, I left the school social work world for many reasons because it was like a machine. It was like the people in charge don't really care about what the kids are actually going through. Like, I met the most beautiful souls in that school that I've ever met. And they just loved me. They could just feel my energy. And I was like, damn, my presence in being here, like maybe I wasn't the best history teacher or math teacher, but like my presence was more than enough. And you can be paid for your presence. Your energy and your experience and everything that you've learned up until that moment is worth getting paid for. You know, the training, the inner work, the behind the scenes that nobody sees. And so, okay, so let me tell you about the conversations last night. So I was talking to my girl, Lexi Rolette, who is an astrologer and human design girl. She's launching her first course. And we were talking about pricing for the course. The first one I did was free. The second one, I was like, okay, $100 each. But now I'm like, you know what, Anna? Like, you're not going to be inching your way to $1,000 goal. You're going to start now. Like, your shit is fucking worth it. Okay. I had women start their business who had no idea what they were doing 8 weeks ago. I had women launch their books, launch their YouTube channels, just have all these magical downloads, attract all these clients out of nowhere. And I'm like, yo, that happened because of the group. It happened because of the sacred sisterhood. It happened because I was holding this super powerful space for them and talking about these deep-seated mindsets and paradigms that we need to let go of. And so I looked at other people. Okay, I did market research. I was like, hey, so the first program that I did was like $1,500 for branding when I was pregnant with baby James. And I paid that because she just nailed her presentation and she was a former teacher. And I was like, yo, this chick's got it. Why am I acting like I ain't got it either when I do? And this is my third time doing it. Okay, friend number 2, she was like, okay, Anna, so why are you so confident in people for your professional organization, but not so confident about your online stuff? And I was like, that's hella interesting. And I was like, well, because I know the work that goes into it. Like, this is feng shui. This is clearing out stagnant energies. It's holding space for them. It's emotional support. It's mentally preparing people for this like physical change. And it is incredibly worth it. And I know that I charge more than the average organizer here in St. Louis, but like I do more than they do. My work is different. I have different shit that I bring to the table. So ultimately, like, I just had these like super dope downloads, and I hope that you guys find this video inspiring and kind of think about your own money stories. I want to recommend some resources. So first of all, The Soul of Money is a book by Lynn Twist. Okay. And I had the pleasure of seeing her at a yoga retreat in Mexico right before coronavirus. And I read her book, The Soul of Money. It's going to change your life. And essentially, financial planners have the ability to be like spiritual workers because your energy is an extension of yourself. And if you're an entrepreneur or, ooh, we have a comment here. Hey, hey. Okay. So The Soul of Money is an excellent book, and it's just really going to teach you that like, we have all these deep money stories. Identify your money story, share it with somebody, and understand that it's not so difficult. It's not so difficult. And once you get it out and you identify it and you own it, like the game is over. Like, you own the game. That's when they talk about like leaving the matrix. Like, you figured it out. You've cracked the codes. So you guys, I love you so much. And I want to invite you, if you want to talk more about these like deep things that society really like pounds on us, honestly, advertising, movies, media, music, propaganda, please join me. I have a membership that I love. Check it out, declutterwithanna.com/store. And I also have my next mastermind coming up, which is really my favorite. And that is a deep dive into this world. Okay, my friends, so if you're a soul sister, if you're thinking about launching your next business, if you already have an existing business, but you're not like flow, you're not feeling the divine timing, you're not attracting your ideal soulmate clients, then holler at me. We can do this. And holding space for my girls is just so important to me at this time. So I love you guys. I hope this resonates with you. Share it, tag your folks, and have these conversations about money today. Whether it's with your partner, a parent, a friend, talk about it and see like, oh, where did that come from? Do I still believe that? Do I want to subscribe to that, participate in that story anymore? Think about it. Okay, I love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.